Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to make coconut cake. This recipe tastes so good and it has many different things in it. And it has like lots of coconut and a bunch of dates and cashews, and it just really tastes good. And I hope you enjoy this video. Also, please make sure to subscribe and press the notification bell to get notified when I post new videos. Okay, so we're going to start off this recipe by putting a pot on the stove. And so now I'm going to first add in 250 grams of sugar to the pot. Now let this melt slightly like this. Once it melts slightly and it looks kind of like this, add in half a cup of hot water. Add it little by little. So now just stir this around and make sure you do not burn the sugar. You do not want to burn the sugar. So just keep an eye on this and you should be good. So now I have some cinnamon, 4 cardamom and 3 cloves, and I've ground them up and it should look like this. And then put this in the sugary syrup. Then mix this in well. The syrup should be kind of runny like this, but just keep mixing it until there's no clumps of sugar in it. Then add in 350 grams of fresh coconut. If you don't want to add in fresh coconut, you can also mix in 200 grams of desiccated coconut and half a cup of water. Then mix this in well. The syrup should kind of turn the coconut more brown, so that should kind of indicate whether or not you mixed it in well. And once everything is nice and brown, everything is even color and all, then that should be good. Now add in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and continue mixing it in. Once you mix that in, take 2 tablespoons of dark tea. I just put a tea bag in 2 tablespoons of hot water, and I'm just gonna pour it into the coconut, and then mix this in well. So put that aside. And now in a separate bowl, I'm going to put in 2 eggs. Then whisk this up completely. Once you completely mix it in, I'm going to take the coconut mixture that we made and pour it all into the egg. Then mix the egg and coconut until it is well incorporated. Then add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and then mix that in. Next, I'm going to add in 100 grams of chopped pitted dates. So basically, I took dates and I took the seed out and I cut them into small pieces. Next, I'm going to take 25 grams of chopped cashews. So I just took 25 grams of cashews and I just cut them up into small pieces. Then just mix both of them in and add in 100 grams of all-purpose flour half a teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then continue to mix everything well. Just do like a folding motion when doing this, and it might help to mix everything in well. Then add in a 1/4 cup of water. So once it looks a little something like this, pour this into a pan. And I lined my pan with some parchment paper to prevent it from sticking on to the pan. And smoothen it out with a spatula and make sure that it is flat and even as well. So now I have some cashews and I'm just putting it on top. I used around 18 for this. And basically what I did was I took a whole cashew and then I split it in half. And I needed around 18 halves or pieces of the cashew, if that made sense. But just place it on top like this and it should look something like this. And these are all the ingredients for the cake. So now I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's preheated, it's ready to go into the oven. So put it inside of the oven and bake this for 20 to 25 minutes. It really just depends on what type of oven you have. But after, you should just do a toothpick test, and if the toothpick comes out nice and clean, you can take it out of the oven. And mine did, so I'm taking it out of the oven, and it should look something like this. And that's actually all there is to making the cake, and I hope you enjoyed this video. As you saw, this was actually a very easy and simple recipe, and it didn't actually take much time to make. This tastes really good, and I actually really enjoy this recipe. It tastes really good, and that is the recipe all completed. And I hope you will give this a try, and if you do, please make sure to leave a comment down below on how it turned out. Also, please make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, because I will be making a lot more of videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!